Okay. So how are things in your respective places as far as the COVID is concerned? Now the vaccine has been launched, so have they started giving it to people in your city or not yet? Hi Sheila ji, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. How's the weather?
Little bit cold, not so much.
Okay. Yeah.
In Gujarat, it is temperate.
I think Arun is the only one who's wearing a jacket and a sweatshirt. So I think that place must be quite cold. Here we are saying Pune, we are sitting in t-shirts, so you can imagine the state.
So what is this nice background behind you? Is it actually where you're sitting, or it's just a background
It
effect?
is a virtual background. This swish, which is that French grey, maroon, and navy blue. These are my regimental colors.
Wow. Okay. Looks nice.
So we had a standard presentation by the president in 2005, and that time Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So this was designed by.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, good evening, Chakradhar. So this was designed by our commanding officer that time. Now he is the Army Commander, Southwestern Command in Jaipur, General Alok Clare. So there was one of his friends who was an artist, so he converted into a thing. If you remember, during the Golden Jubilee Independence Day celebration, similar kind of swish was made of the Indian flag.
Okay.
So we took the idea from there and then made this as our regimental colors, and so that is where we everywhere we try and use those colors.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that is the.
And you are going to have your logo also.
Yeah. And otherwise, there was one more background which normally I used to use. I'll just show it to you.
कर्नल साहब 3-4 लोग हैं जिनका जो ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहे थे, नॉट एबल टू ज्वाइन. सो
अच्छा कौन
I think Esdani and Richa. So we should short it out.
Shall we start?
मैं तो हूँ. I have joined Chakradhar.
अच्छा, Richa has joined. Esdani is still waiting. Yeah. So
Ghulam is saying it is not connecting.
Yeah.
I'll send the link again. 1 minute, है ना?
Yeah, please. Yes. And this is the second meeting for me and Apurva. We were in this meeting of the 2 p.m. meeting also.
So that book club.
Book club, yes. That started. Finally.
How did that go? How did that go, Chakradhar?
It was good. He has prepared everything for half an hour. Means it was for half an hour. Things were going well, but then after that it started boring. So I told him that let's stop here and then first discuss how we are going to go about it. Then we'll start.
Right.
Because,
okay, I've just shared the link again in the group. I hope it was.
Even I had set a direct link, so they will directly.
So Ghulam is saying that sir, it is not connecting. Network error. Check your network connection. That means he must be having some problem. Richa has joined. You also had some problem initially in joining Richa.
Yeah, Richa had some problem.
Okay, so do we wait for 1 minute more and start then?
I think we should wait for 5 minutes.
Okay, then we'll wait for 5 minutes. And
Yeah, we should wait for 5 minutes.
since we have this upper limit of half an hour, so after half an hour, we'll take a break and then re-log in, so we'll be able to complete 1 hour. So
No, when
Yeah, after 40 minutes, what we'll do, we'll again
we can take
put
it.
in this.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can take it after 40.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
will rejoin it.
By that time, we can record everything.
yeah, I've already
Yeah.
I've already started the recording. So whatever we are, I thought it is better. Then we can edit the recording later on if whatever.
Right, you can. Yes.
So
But then when Abhijat was shared that link when he
hi,
was
good
using
evening,
that,
Radhika.
Good evening, Alsingal.
How are
Sorry
you?
for being. I'm
No,
good.
not
Thank
at
you so
all.
much.
I think there was because what happened is when I was creating the link for the meeting, I gave the time duration of 1 hour, and there was this thing that said it will be maximum upper limit is 40 minutes, and thereafter you will have to either upgrade yourself or re-log in. And the previous one I had given half an hour. Yeah.
What I was saying, when Abhijat has shared that link, it was extended. So
Okay.
maybe this link also can go on extension.
Let's
So
see. We'll try. In case it does not get extended, then we'll log out and re-log in.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So we are.
Yeah, just end the meeting and just open for the new.
Log in.
Just go for the new meeting.
Okay.
And we'll log in with the same.
Yeah. So there are new members also. We can introduce. We can.
So till the time the other people join in, maybe who is new? Sheila, Radhika is new. So Radhika had attended session earlier, no?
Yeah, Radhika has already attended. Sheila is not.
Sheila also attended. Or is it your? No, you also attended, I think, for one session.
No, Sheila is new.
Yeah.
Sheila is new, and Richa had attended.
Yeah, new.
Okay,
Richa
so Sheila, you can just
Richa has attended one session
for the benefit of other everybody.
Sure. Hello, everybody. This is Sheila. I'm from Bangalore.
Hi, Sheila.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome, Sheila.
Thank you so much. I'm the school principal, and I've been into this education field for the past 20 years. And I started as a teacher, then grew as in the hierarchy. So I became the coordinator, then the vice principal, then now I'm the principal of a CBSE school in Bangalore. During this lockdown, I wanted to venture out into different areas. So, I started attending a lot of courses. So I came into this Rohini's thing. So that's how I got into this WhatsApp group. It's an amazing group. I'm learning a lot every day, day in and day out.
Me too, yeah.
Lot of learnings taking place. So I'm very happy. I'm thankful to God for giving me this opportunity, because even I have attended Chakradar's 2 sessions. I could not fully, attend, but I really had a wonderful time, for kids, especially for kids, how you can engage them, So, so this is about myself. Yeah, thank you.
Great, Sheila. Great. Yeah. Maybe we can help each other.
Yes,
you are
absolutely.
A school teacher, you're a school principal, so in that case, we can collaborate. Yes.
So I think Surajit will also not be able to attend. He sent a message, and Ghulam had sent the link to her again. It is not connecting.
Till the last moment, but we'll have to miss out as wasn't able to reach home. So sorry for that. Okay.
Okay, so let's start. And as people join in, they will continue. Also, just to recapitulate the topic of the day. So the topic of my webinar today is learning from life experiences, and especially related to nation first, character must. Okay, I'll just stop sharing my. I'll just give you a little background why I chose this topic. Uh, because when I was attending this workshop by Brigadier Sushil Basi, train the online trainer. There, what they had done is they had divided us in the last week of the program. They had divided us into small team, and we had a competition called "Kaun Banega Content Ka King," KBEK. And in that, what we were required to do every day, every member was required to post one post either in Facebook group or in LinkedIn or YouTube or any other social media. It could be a text, it could be a video, a movie, picture, anything created by original content. And so that is how we all got into this thing. And so I started this. I came up with this idea, learning from life experiences. So in that, what our mentor suggested that what you do is you can interview each other. So each member interviewed the other 9. So that way we could get to interact with each other, get out what all they are doing and how to help them. In addition, we were able to create content, also gain confidence in using the digital media or the digital platform. So that is how we got this idea. There was another person, you remember those who attended General Anil Malik's talk on TEDx. He was also in my team. And so he started this series called Shaping the Future. I started learning from life experiences. So this way, and similarly, Dr. Shalu was already a YouTuber. She had another program. That is how we into this. And there was one more lady, Dr. Abba. Those of you who attended her YouTube wala thing. So he told us how to, a little bit introduction as to how to use the YouTube channel, how to create content. Then there was another lady, Dr. Halima. I had shared her link today in the group. She told us how to use Anchor to create podcasts. And there was another lady, she taught us how to use InShots for making your small videos. And that is how our journey into the digital medium began. Though since everybody was new, so we were still just trying among ourselves like we are doing here. And we later on, as our confidence grew, we started experimenting more. And I realized that this is a very, very powerful medium. And so that was as far as the main theme, that is learning from life experiences. Now the second topic, nation first, character must. Why I chose this topic was because when I was commanding NCC battalions for 4 years, 2 years in Gujarat and 2 years in Karnataka. So there the focus of our entire training was to make the cadets the responsible citizen, so that they can contribute in nation building. And in addition to discipline and military training and other things, this was the main focus. And in fact, what happened is whenever we used to conduct our camps and anywhere, we, in bold letters, we used to make more posters at the entrance, and that was the first thing to be seen: nation first, character must. And so that is how this all began. And in this clip which I showed you, the 2 girls who were there in the starting of the video, they were my cadets. The one on the left was Pooja Yadav. The one on the right was Shalini Joshi. They both went to Delhi to attend the Republic Day camp. Shalini Joshi was the parade commander of the girls contingent on Rajpath during the Republic Day parade. And Pooja Yadav was the best cadet, senior wing. She came. She was in the number 3, All India. And thereafter, all 8 cadets of Gujarat, that was the first time in the history of Gujarat Directorate that all 8 cadets who got selected for youth exchange program were from Ahmedabad group. All of them were trained by me, and there was one WTLO lady officer, Captain Revti. So my focus was to train them more onto firing and other things, and she was on the other subjects. And we used to we started from initial training for the group competition. Then we selected the group team to make the directorate competition, and thereafter we trained the directorate team to send them across to Delhi for the final Republic Day camp. And so that was otherwise Gujarat was always among the last three, even though overall position. But as far as the best cadet is concerned, that was the best batch, wherein all the cadets from Ahmedabad group, and they really worked hard. And today, all of them are doing very well in life. And last week, I had again connected with them. I entertained on a Zoom call. So you must have seen there was one pic wherein we have a screenshot of a Zoom meeting. So wherein all those cadets were there and we interacted. And so I thought, since my aim is to train the youth, mainly for career counseling and also for training them how to join the armed forces, I thought I must get connected with them, ask them what they felt were the problems they were facing when they wanted to join the armed forces. And so accordingly, you can prepare your content as per your target audience, rather than going by my own person. So that was the basic background as far as selection of these two topics is concerned. Now, in the present day context, if you see from the last 1 year, our nation has been, entire world is facing this problem of COVID. There have been a lot of restriction imposed initially on everyone, and people felt very suffocated. How will we live? How will we, do our work? And there were a lot of problems we have all seen which came through. But one thing I realize is if you think back and you see see your normal routine or day-to-day life, we all say that our nation is not progressing because we don't have the national character. We don't work for the growth of the nation. Whereas other countries, we always compare ourselves with US and the European countries where the things are much better. And same people who are not following rules and regulation here, when they go abroad, they don't even say a single thing, and they do everything which is to be done there in those countries. So that brought me to thinking, how can we as a community contribute in promoting this sense of character building, responsible and become a responsible citizen ourselves, and help other people to become responsible citizens. And one thing we realized when we were training our NCC cadets was, if you start from the younger age, they are more receptive. And when they learn, when they go back home, they check their parents if they are doing something which is incorrect. Similarly, you must have seen a lot of ads which are coming these days on TV, where they are also they are selling their products through children. The other day, today only I was seeing this ad of Byju's, where this girl says कि पापा आप तो मेरे को check ही नहीं करते हो, क्या हो गया? He said कि अब तो Byju, where you're all studying on your own, so I don't have to check. So that is how this. If we can do, if the manufacturing sector, other companies can use this medium to bring a sense of responsibility, then how can we all do that? So that is how we came to this topic. So I just want to take one by one your views as to what is your take on, firstly, this theme of nation first, character must first, and then how do you think, what are the problems which we see, which you feel can be overcome, or we can contribute to improve those things? So we can start, who would like to start first? Yeah, okay, Chakradhar, then Radhika. Yeah.
Thank you, Aditji, for giving me such a great opportunity for talking about our nation, because I have visited at least 4 countries, and I have seen people native people, they like their country, and we always keep complaining. So why we complain? Because though we pay taxes, but then we are not getting what we actually expect from our government. And we actually would understand our responsibility also. Like in UK or US, if they have their rivers, not dirty rivers, or there are lot of garbage or something. There it is. They understand as their own responsibility and do as a social work and get that thing. Means they're done. They did it so that their country will look good. People, whoever comes from outside, will have a good image of their country, which we actually won't do it. And if we inculcate these things into our kids, definitely it is going to be means our country will also become more clean, more means people will have a better image of our country also. So there has to be which you says nation first, character must had to be there.
Thank you, Chakra. Thank you very much for your views. Okay, Radhika, Jitan.
Thank you, Karan Singhal. Just to begin with, I myself was in NCC way back in college days. So I was All Kerala and Lakshadweep Directorate Best Career.
Okay.
I marched RD Parade in '98, Delhi. So I relate to it a lot. And frankly, I've been in Ahmedabad for 2 years. Okay. So I feel, personally, that's a commendable achievement that you do in Gujarat, because Gujarat generally, I feel it's a business community. So, induction into all these forces, army is very less compared to other states of the country. So if you can do something that's quite commendable. Even Sainik schools produce less army recruitments in that state. So just wanted to add on to that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Next, Dr. Arun.
Yes, sir. I have some experience when I visited to Lebanon, Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. And I was surrounded by the various foreigners, just like from Iran, Sudan, Chinese, and they all are wanted to learn something from Indians. That is, if he's Indian, it means that we got something regarding the spirituality. We got something because India is especially known for the spirituality.
Yes.
And they expect from the Indians regarding the spirituality. And at that time, we feel that what is the position of India all over the world? They all surrounds us and asking me like this: कि भारत को सांप सपेरों का देश कहा जाता है, ये बहुत ही उसमें कॉम्पिटेंट हैं, और अध्यात्म के बारे में उन्होंने जानने की कोशिश किया. और मेरे तरफ से ये कहना है कि I want to say something regarding our country is that कि जो भरा नहीं भावों से जिसमें बहती रसधार नहीं, हृदय नहीं वह पत्थर है जिसमें स्वदेश का प्यार नहीं. और ये जो इतना सुंदर जो यहाँ पे है, नेशन फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर मस्ट. अगर हम कैरेक्टर की बात करें, चरित्र की बात करें, वो चरित्र तो हमारे डीएनए में भरा पड़ा हुआ है कि जब ऋषि मुनि तपस्या करते थे तो तपस्या करने के बाद प्रकाश को उन्होंने देखा, और उस प्रकाश से संस्कार आया, संस्कार से संस्कृति आई, और वही संस्कृति हमारे देश में है.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर.
इस तरह से हम कहते हैं, that's why हमारे देश को भारत माता का.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Sheila, what about you? You are an educator. You would have a lot of things to say about this topic.
Yes, Colonel Aditya ji. See, when it comes to nation, definitely, I have my wholehearted, respect towards my nation. And regarding all those, things which are happening, like corruption, bribing, all those things, it has not happened in just 1 or 2 years. It has happened over the years, So we have to educate the younger generation. If we educate the younger generation, definitely, because they are the future citizens of our great nation. So this we have to inculcate in our children, how to respect our country, and so that, if they youngsters, the young generation, if they bring about, if they start bringing about changes, definitely our country will be in the topmost position. Dr. Arun Kumar, because when we go outside the country, definitely we will come to know in what position we are. Okay, they all respect our culture, and many of the countries, they are already following the Hinduism, like Hindu, whatever, not whatever, just not fully, at least they respect values. Okay, so this is what I feel we need to educate the younger generation. So it's very catchy and very effective.
Thank you, Sheila ji.
To bring in awareness among the.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Purnima, what would you want to say on this?
Yeah, I would like to say many things that even if
after Purnima, then we'll have to
see for the country,
and then again start. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Purnima, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So what I was thinking that see, I'd seen, I don't know now what is the condition in UK, but before it was said that after 7 o'clock you cannot go out. You know, it is a little bit risky and all that. But in India, I'm living in the village area or whatever. I'm traveling and doing the job for 10 years. And sometimes I used to come at 12 o'clock at night also. But I didn't feel any fear and all that.
Yeah, in Gujarat,
so it is, yeah, it is not because our trains used to get late and all that. So I had not feared about that, okay, that this thing is happening or somebody saving the girls or like that. I'd never seen this in Gujarat, especially in Surat and all. So see, every country and everybody has that thing. It is not necessary that for the one person you think that the whole thing is bad.
Wrong, yeah. Right.
Okay, so we have the awareness and everything, and women are enjoying the freedom. It is not that women are enjoying the over here in India also.
Thank you.
And they are enjoying the most than even the education is the higher than I think the most of them in the world. The most educated people are there in India.
Yeah. Everybody want to contribute, but then they need to be educated well. They'll be educated.
You brought out a very pertinent point, Purnima, that as far as the safety and security, safety of girls is concerned, especially in Gujarat, and I have been in Ahmedabad for 2 years. Ahmedabad and Gujarat, and the culture is such that it is very, very safe for girls to say go out in the evening, late evening. It doesn't, and especially when you start with that Navratra, starting from the Garba festival.
Yeah, the
Garba,
whole night we goes.
Dashara, Diwali, it finishes in January, somewhere after Sankranti. So that is the safest time when girls can go out, and otherwise also in normal days I used to see in Ahmedabad, if you go out at 11 o'clock at night, you will find people sitting on the chaurastas and cherastas sitting and talking, and so that way it's much safer compared to, if you compare it to the cities like Delhi or NCR region, where it is very, very difficult. So that was one point, but my specific thing was not this thing, but my thing is now seeing the situation, how it is going on, current situation in the country, how can we contribute, how can we contribute in making our nation superpower in the years to come. So each one of us have certain responsibilities, and as Sheila ji put across, if you catch them young, you will be able to train them, condition them with their mind to be more responsible, and through them we can target their parents, their society. So this was one of the things which we used to do in NCC. So I think after the moment we get a thing, this stops because of time, then we'll log in again. However, my next point was related to his self-discipline. What we used to teach the cadets was, and I also feel that if we, each one of us, observe self-discipline, that is the starting point.
Right.
In any field of life, whether as a student, as a teacher, or as a worker, or even as a leader. Like the other day we were having this discussion on leadership with Arjun in that group. So one important thing came out, that leaders should lead by example. Similarly, if you see, our children observe of right each and every action of ours. And invariably what happens is they follow you, and they will do what they will imitate you, and they'll learn from you. And at times they will check you, Papa, you are doing this thing, and how are you stopping me?
Right.
And one more point is that like when I was a child, and now the things have changed. The awareness level has increased. The availability of information is very easy, and now with the net. Internet connectivity and everything. Now it is not that I have given an order and it will be followed. Whatever you say, they will think, they will question, and they will also apply their mind to do whatever it is. So now, what is your idea of self-discipline? Hi, Richa, can we hear you?
Yeah, sure. Aditya sir, am I audible enough?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for this wonderful webinar and also this opportunity. So I have a little bit different view, but I will cover it quickly. So when we see different, not in the sense what everybody else is speaking, different in the sense that, you know, the way I am seeing this topic and, you know, bringing it even at a very granular level, and I'll explain that. So nation for all of us is definitely our own Bharat Mata, our country, right? Where we have been born and all. But nation for me would also mean, you know, if you can bring it down to other levels, whatever levels. So first of all, for example, if I am working for an organization, that probably is also my nation in terms of, you know, my workspace. Then,
Absolutely.
so there will be various levels. There will be your family. So basically your own family, right? That is also your nation. So bringing it down and cutting short, because I know others also have to speak, at the most granular level, nation for me is me, right? So I am a nation by myself, and therefore, if you see at any level, whatever level you want to consider it, जो आपने कहा कि character is a must is absolutely correct. And your questions were two. One was, what do I feel about the topic, and what do I really want to speak about it. So I love the topic that you have given. Definitely, that's one of the reasons why I'm here. And what I feel about the topic is what I already started talking about. So therefore, character building is a must in the sense that, you know, yes, we should be proud of who we are as a nation, whether it's our country, whether it's our organization, whether it's ourselves. But at the same time, we should be definitely doing that introspection. और हमें सच्चाई भी देखनी चाहिए और माननी भी चाहिए. जहां पे हमें लग रहा है कि इम्प्रूवमेंट का स्कोप है, उसे हम मतलब प्राइड में आकर के उसे इग्नोर करें या बोले नहीं ही मतलब अपने बच्चे के लिए समझ लीजिए आप. जैसे हम कोई हमें लगे कि ये चीज, ये तो मेरा बेटा है, हम उसको नहीं मान रहे हैं, तो एक्चुअली हम नुकसान ही कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज उसके फायदे चीजें. So we should be, so basically what I mean to say is, yes, we should have love for our country, ourselves as a nation, you know, but also work on the improvement areas that we really feel, truly believe that we can improve upon. So that is what I felt, sir.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Thank you very much. So one more point.
Aditji, one thing. Sorry to interrupt you. Actually, what you have to do, you have already.
So we'll have to log out and then restart again. Yeah.
No, but then you need 5 minutes for save that recording also.
Okay, so what I'll do is we'll take a break for 5 minutes. And it is 5:40. We'll again meet at 5:45.
Yeah, we should wait to finish this time. If
absolutely
extended, then it's okay. Otherwise, we'll meet at 5.
Yeah, it is 1 minute 29 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So going from
Radhika is there.
Richa, yeah. What I wanted to talk about when we talk about self-discipline. So self-discipline, as Radhika said, it starts from me.
Right.
It starts from, sorry, Richa said it starts from me. If I am conscious of my duties and responsibilities in addition to my rights and privileges, and I ensure that whatever I do the right thing at the right in the right manner. Firstly, myself, and then I at least try and do the same thing to teach my children. If I am a teacher to my students, that is how we can, each one of us can contribute in nation building, or in ensuring that every person does the right thing in the right manner. That is one point. And another thing is when we come back after the break, we'll ask the views from the other members of the group as to what are your suggestion as far as self-discipline. Now we come on to specifically to self-discipline. How can we inculcate self-discipline in ourselves? So, okay, here we go.
Okay.
Sheila ji is also here. Purnima is also here. Deepthi is also here. Yes. Welcome, Deepthi.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good. We are good. We're good to see you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't want to miss it. That's why I just came.
That's nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So we'll continue ahead. Deepthi, just for your information, we were discussing about topic learning from life experiences. And in that, basically, my focus was on nation first, character must. That is taking it forward from my days in NCC, wherein we used to inculcate this habit of being a responsible citizen in our NCC cadets. And so this was our motto: nation first, character must. So firstly we discussed was about what exactly is this about, and how do we go about inculcating, who can be where do we start from? And we came to a common point of agreement that it all starts from ourselves, me. If I am conscious of my duties and responsibilities as a responsible citizen, I ensure that I do the right thing, always, and in the right manner. Right thing in the right manner, follow all basic rules of civil society, and then also lead by example. We have to set example in front of our children, because they are observing us and they will do the same thing which we do. So that is how we came on to this point. How do we inculcate this process of self-discipline in ourselves firstly, and then we'll move ahead. How do we bring the same thing in our children and also our fellow citizens? So can we start with Radhika Ramkrishnan?
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Hi, Radhika. Yes, we can hear you. Please come
I
on.
am so sorry. No. The thing is, I'm actually outside. I'm being a listener right now.
Okay.
So I'm so sorry for that. So I didn't want to miss it. So that's why I'm not 100%. I'm not able to, give my 100% also. Sorry for that, sir.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, Pankaj.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, let's hear your views.
Sir, sorry, I just missed your question. Could you repeat?
So I'll just repeat. So we were talking about if we follow self-discipline, this is a basic starting point in becoming a responsible citizen. And if we were discussing a lead by example in the leadership series. So firstly, if I am conscious about my duties and responsibilities as a responsible citizen in our day-to-day life, then we will be able to make a difference in the society. Like we can set example for our children and also our fellow citizens, whether it is your neighbors in the society or your co-workers in your office or any other place. Or even like if you're traveling around and you find somebody not following a particular novel rule of behavior, civilian behavior, how do we go about doing that? So yeah,
यहाँ पे मैं जो फील करता हूँ, हिंदी में चलेगा ना?
हाँ बिल्कुल, दौड़ेगा
yes. Welcome.
हिंदी इंग्लिश सब चलेगा.
एक्चुअली यहाँ जो मैं फील करता हूँ कि ओवर अ पीरियड हुआ क्या है कि हम लोगों ने अपना जो वेस्टर्न कल्चर है या वहाँ की जो चीजें हैं, जो भी हो, चाहे वो पहनावे से रिलेटेड हो, चाहे उनको फॉलो करना हो, तो समहाउ अभी हम लोगों ने वो उसको इतना इनकलकुलेट कर लिया है कि चाहे वो चीजें सही हो या गलत हो, हम उनको ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करते हैं. तो कहीं ना कहीं इस वजह से भी हमारा इंडियन कल्चर का जो मतलब यूथ में कह लीजिए या यंगर जनरेशन में कह लीजिए, एक थोड़ा सा कोई अगर इंडियन कल्चर की या पुराने ट्रेडिशन की बात होती है, वी आर नॉट फील वेरी प्राउड ऑफ दैट. तो कहीं ना कहीं उसको चेंज करने के लिए मेरे को लगता है कि वी शुड डेवलप सम इकोसिस्टम सो दैट we or our younger generation feel proud of our Indian culture, old traditions, so that we will feel connected to our culture, roots. From that, and moreover, whatever you are telling earlier, that nation first, for that I just want to say that from in Sanskrit we used to read the Sukta, what is it is Janani Janbhumi Swargadapi Gariyasi, means जननी और जन्मभूमि स्वर्ग से भी बढ़कर है. तो हमें उस चीज का फील प्राउड तभी आएगा जब हम हमारी वो चीजों को हम खुद में पहले तो प्राउड फील करें, और वो तभी होगा जब पूरा इकोसिस्टम कुछ इस तरह से डेवलप हो कि जिसमें कि हमारी जो इंडियन रूट्स जो आप बोल रहे थे उनको कहीं ना कहीं एक अच्छे प्लेस पे हम उसको प्लेस करें और उस तरह से वैल्यू दें.
ओके.
क्योंकि ओवर अ पीरियड मैंने देखा है कि हम मतलब कुछ भी अगर हमने देखा है आसपास में कि कोई भी एक चीज अगर विदेश से आ रही है तो हम मान लेते हैं कि वो तो अच्छा ही होगा, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Apurva, would you like to contribute your views?
Actually, 5 minutes I missed. What were you discussing?
So Apurva, just for like in the previous thing we had come before the meeting finished, we had come to this common agreement that it all starts from self-discipline. It starts from me. If I am conscious of my duties and responsibilities and I ensure that I follow the correct things, correct manner things are being done, then I will be able to make a difference to the society. So, so how do we inculcate discipline in ourselves firstly, and then among our close, that is our family, our children, our neighbors, and or for example at your workplace, what are the things we can in your day-to-day life, in our day-to-day life we can take care of so that we can contribute towards nation building and also towards everybody becoming a more responsible citizen, especially in the present environment which is going on around in our country.
Right. I don't have much to say, but like Sheila ji and Radhika, sorry, not Radhika, Richa rightly pointed out, right? So everything starts with you, yourself, and catch hold of children right at their age and inculcate those values, those beliefs in them. So that they strive and thrive towards having like a goal, a mission to have a safer and better India. So yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Apurva. Yeah, Deepti, you wanted to say.
Yeah, see, in this right now, we are in a scenario where sab kuch chalta hai, attitude has come already.
Yes.
So first, instead of asking instead of doing what is easy, we are supposed to do what is right.
Absolutely.
So what I feel is we have to always have a question what am I doing the right thing, or am I doing the things which is easy for me? Easy to hamesha it may lead us to different a different route also. It may lead us to different place route altogether. So I feel ki always keep asking the question like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing things which is beneficial to the people? Am I doing the thing which my family feels proud? Am I doing the things which my nation feels proud of? So only those things and to be taken care. And most of the media are projecting only mostly what I feel is mostly यहाँ कहीं भी देखो तो negativity, ये गया वो गया वैसा ही है, पर ऐसा actual में हो रहा नहीं है. There are 100 good things happening around.
Absolutely.
Good things should make noise. Good positives should make noise. जितना अखबार पढ़ो, I mean कहीं भी when you see the समाचार पत्र everywhere, it is more in order to create the sensation, there are a lot of negative inputs going into us. But actually ऐसा हो ही रहा है. We see यहाँ पे जहाँ मेरे colony में lot of people give अन्नदान, बहुत रक्तदान हो रहा है. Those things are not getting the kind of publicity it has to be there. When you feel that अरे यहाँ सब खराब है, तो हमें भी लग रहा है कि हम भी खराब कर सकते हैं ना. That's we feel that अरे सब यहाँ तो सब ऐसे हो रहा है, तो होने दो, हम भी उसी पाथ में चल रहे हैं. वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. The one way to get rid of this is you have to see that project positivity, और कहीं भी दे अच्छे ज्यादा good things should make noise. That's what I feel. And number two is that number two is that good people should take higher roles. है ना? When you give power or money to a negative person, he will obviously use it in a wrong manner. But if you give power or money to a very right person, he will use it in development of good. So all the हम लोगों के साथ ऐसा हो रहा है कि we kind of feel contented with whatever life we are leading. So that attitude has to change. We have to be very ambitious, and we have to go, and everyone has to become rich. My basic funda is you have to become rich. It's not that money can do everything for you, but through you money can do a lot of things. अगर मेरे पास 50,000 है, तो you can give lot of, you can help the poor, you can give education to them. Through you money can do, है ना? Am I right, Ji?
Absolutely. Okay. So carrying forward from
very
your
inspiring,
point,
Deepti.
Carrying forward from your point, Deepti, two things come to my mind immediately. Like, for example, if you see whenever the general elections take place in our country, most of us, people like us, who are educated, who can really make a difference, don't go and vote. I'll tell you, like especially in the armed forces, we don't get a chance to vote. Even if we want to vote, what happens is, Radhika would also agree with me. I'm registered in Jaipur because that is my permanent address. I opted for the postal ballot, and I remember for the first time when the postal ballot came to me, I was posted in Mehsana, 2014 election. The postal ballot came to me after the elections were already, voting was already over. So I'm sure somebody else would have gone there in my place and must have voted a proxy in my name. And second time when the elections took place, that was the first, it came to me in time. I did my postal vote and sent it to them. So in my entire, like, I'm going to be 60 now, in my 60 years of my age, and starting from now voting age is 18, I have been able to vote only once in my entire life. And so all those people, similarly, you must have seen in places like Delhi and bigger cities, the people who are educated and who can actually make a difference do not go out and vote. And that is what is being exploited by the politicians, and what they offer freebies and other things, and they become that mass crowd pullers, and they sway the sentiments of people. So that is one thing. Second, another thing which comes to my mind is, for example, we used to focus a lot when we were training our cadets was on traffic discipline. Two things. One is, if you are having a two-wheeler, you have to wear a helmet. And it is not, it is the wearing of helmet is for my own safety. If suppose something happens to me in an accident, who will suffer? My family will suffer. And why people did not wear the helmet? Because it is uncomfortable. You feel suffocated. You can't see. You can't. There were 100 excuses, and one was that. Secondly, implementation of the tipping. That is another issue which is where lacking in everywhere. And third thing was like, if you're standing on a traffic light, if the light is red, I have seen, I'm standing, I'm waiting for the light to turn green, people will start honking behind me. Everybody is in a hurry. And in a place like Pune, Purva will agree, two-wheelers are the worst, especially as far as the traffic is concerned. Same is there in Gujarat also. I remember in Ahmedabad, there is no police, there's no traffic police.
Yeah, there is no traffic.
All the people who were doing this, manning the traffic arrangement were all part-time contractual workers. So if you have a contractual worker, what kind of thing can you expect from them? So it boils down to me. If I am there, if there is a red light, I have to stop. I have to wait for the red light to turn green. Then only I should start. And similarly, when the light is yellow, I should not try to jump because the other side traffic would have started. Similarly, wearing of helmet, wearing of seat belt, these are simple things which we in our day-to-day life, which we used to teach our students. One more thing, in fact, like Sheila ji is the principal of a school. I was discussing with my wife. She is also an academician like you. She is academic coordinator of a school here. I asked her, in your school, are you teaching traffic discipline to your children? I don't think there is a separate or special education on this aspect to the children. So they are learning. We'll stop at 6. Yes. So we will give two-wheelers to our children when they are in school, but we will not insist on them wearing a helmet. So who is at fault? We as parents are at fault. So that is how things have to be. We can make a difference as far as self-discipline is concerned. And now I'll ask who Radhika has spoken.
Sir, Adi sir, can I just add on one experience of mine?
Yes, please.
So I was in Finland and I stopped near the zebra crossing. Okay. And there was this car coming from very behind. I thought I should stop because we in India, we just get scared of cars and crossing the road. He was just coming. But then suddenly what happened, he stopped at the zebra crossing, right before the zebra crossing, because he saw me that I'm standing there to cross.
Yes.
So he just stopped there. And I wasn't aware of Finland rules and policies and laws and everything. So I just stood there. I didn't know at all. So he actually gestured me that please you cross and then only I'll go. So then I crossed and then he, left. So that was kind of an eye opener for me that how much we are lagging and how much self-discipline is really, really required. There was no policeman. There was nobody there. Okay. So Finland is a very less populated country.
Yeah.
So, but then I was really mesmerized by by that thing. I still remember. So such things, we need it in India.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Varun.
Yeah, sir. I have two points to say regarding self-discipline and character must. I think the self-discipline is duty-oriented, and the character is introspection oriented. And second one is the self-discipline is habit-oriented. That is, we have to make a habit of doing again and again, and that.
I am reminded of your video, YouTube video on related to habits and routines. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the character is generally this is the nature-oriented. जब वो आदत जब बार-बार करते हैं तो वो स्वभाव बन जाता है. तो जब हम सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन करते हैं, अगर सोचे हैं तो अगर हम डिसिप्लिन के बारे में सोचे तो वो रूट है और कैरेक्टर फ्रूट्स है. तो अगर हमको फ्रूट्स चाहते हैं तो रूट पे हमको काम करना पड़ेगा. तो वी नीड सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन. और सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन केवल डे टू डे लाइफ में ही नहीं, जैसे हम बॉर्डर पे लड़ते हैं, जैसे कर्नल सर आए और कॉलेज में पढ़ाता हूँ, वहाँ के HR हेड कर्नल ही है, कर्नल विजय सर.
ओके.
तो वो इतने डिसिप्लिन में सबको देखना चाहते हैं. ऑल स्टूडेंट शुड बी इन डिसिप्लिन. तो यहाँ पे डिसिप्लिन केवल हमारे इंटरनल नहीं है, वो हमारे बॉर्डर पे बहुत ज्यादा काम करता है स्पेशली. एंड आई थिंक आपने जो सर ये नेशन फर्स्ट एंड कैरेक्टर मस्ट का टॉपिक रखा है, उसमें जो सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन दिया है, दैट इज टोटली कोरिलेटेड.
ओके, थैंक यू. या राधिका, वेलकम.
Yes, finally I am back home.
Good.
Yeah, a little bit in the starting I missed. But then one thing I just want to say that, you know, often what we feel is if we don't follow the crowd, then people will not accept us. That is something, that is the mentality most of them have. Yes, if that changes, right, then obviously if you see not many people are getting into politics. Why? Because it is like generalized. पॉलिटिशियन बनोगे तो बस गंदगी है, गंदगी. तुम भी मतलब गंदगी में चले जाओगे. कोई ऐसा नहीं बोलता कि पॉलिटिशियन बन के तुम साफ सफाई
करोगे.
Absolutely.
So that all comes from mentality. So if we change that, right, then I think it will be nice. But I want to share one incident here with respect to nation. Okay, so I think a couple of years back I've been to Bangkok. Just you know, for our wedding celebration, we just went there, and वहाँ पे एक अलकजार show करके होता है. So in that show, there were different dance forms, and जब हिंदी वाला गाना बजा ना, एक हिंदी वाला गाना बजा, and literally I was like, oh my God, जो patriotism मेरे अंदर था ना, I was like, इतना अच्छा लगा.
Was it Nachle, Radhika? Yes. Was it Nachle? Because I visited there, they played this Nachle song from Madhuri Dixit's song.
Yes. Yes, that is, I think that's now mujhe acha laga. I was like, and you know, all the Indians over there,
same here.
It was very, I mean, I would say it was a beautiful experience. Only when you go out and when you hear your national anthem, only when you're not here, no, you don't feel that. When you're outside, even a small thing, kisi Indian ko dekh liya, apna dekh, that patriotism feel is amazing and amazing. I get when we are in India also. Utna nahi hai. That should come. Yeah.
Yeah. Sheila ji, yeah, Radhika, yes.
I just want to add one thing to this.
Yeah.
I think this character building or whatever education we are trying to, you know, in children especially, it should be age-based. Like, I'll give you an example, like the Vigilance Awareness Week that we celebrate in schools. So when I was a counselor in a school, students stand in the assembly from class 1 to 10. So we make them take the oath, Vigilance Awareness Week. But that primary level, like till class 5, they don't understand what exactly. If you talk big things like corruption or anything related to political level or bigger things. So I think unke age mein you should tell them about, you know, not cheating or not taking any other, you know, your friend's stuff from the classroom, helping each other, respecting girls, keeping your washroom clean, basic things. So it should be an age-based education. Secondly, it is not, this education doesn't happen in school alone. It has to be everywhere. That, you know, grooming a child is 24/7 job. So, for example, if a small child is there in your house, you can't tell the child to keep the shoes in the shoe rack. You have to keep your shoes in the shoe rack and take the child along.
Absolutely.
So every step is an education. for the child. So if the parents, that awareness is created in the parents, then the next coming generation, we can have a better generation. That's what I wanted to say.
So connected with your point only, Radhika, which you brought out about this targeting the student age, various age groups for different activities. For example, when this program was started, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, when Prime Minister Modi came for the first time in the government, the intentions were very good. Intentions were very good, and it was a very, very good system to keep our areas clean. And but what happened? It turned into a photo operations. Everybody was told to do a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So what I saw that time, I was in Udupi, and we used to conduct these 10-day camps for the NCC cadets. So what we used to do is at the end of the camp, before they break off, we used to tell them to go around the entire area, pick up all the garbage and put it in the dustbin. Clear your rooms, clear your surroundings, clear everything. But when this thing started happening, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, so they will call a local politician. Everybody will get together. They will get hold of those brooms in their hands.
Brooms, yeah.
Take photographs, and after that, back to square one. So even though certain things were started, you have the intention that you have to ensure that they are implemented also in the right manner, properly. And all those people in the line, right from the top till the ground level, should be educated. They should be provided tools and whatever implements they.
And they should be made accountable also, sir. They should be made accountable. Yeah.
Accountability is another most important factor which is missing.
Right.
And you must have, all of you must have seen in our day-to-day life, half the time we that chalta hai attitude is ki nahi koi fark nahi padta. Anything you say. For example, I remember when we used to go to these government offices, if suppose I have to apply for registration of my vehicle, or I have to send my vehicle in the train to other station, I said I am not going to give a bribe to that guy, because they said if you are a Fauji, chal ek bottle rum ki de do to kam ho jayega. That used to be the standard thing. Sab paise nahi chahiye, ek bottle de do, ho jayega. I said no, I am not going to give you anything. Whatever money is there, I'll give you the money. So उसमें तो time लगा. I said ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. What happens is because we are all so attuned कि काम जल्दी होना चाहिए. In that manner, at times these people exploit you, especially wherever there is a public dealing. All these government departments, wherever you are going for, whether it is for your driving license, whether it is for your insurance, whether it is for your passport, anything, we want to get the things done जल्दी से हो जाए. क्यों time नहीं है मेरे पास में. And in that manner, that is why all these what do you call those agents, so-called agents who are there, who say कि सर आपको हम 2 मिनट, आपको जाने की भी जरूरत नहीं, घर बैठे लाइसेंस आ जाएगा. And so this is what the people are exploiting. And we, since we don't have time, we are ready to pay. So ठीक है यार. And
कर ले, हाँ ठीक है,
बिल्कुल.
Sir, I'll tell you one thing. For the passport, for the visa renewal, right?
Yeah.
No, my passport got expired. Okay. So for that, they come for verification, right? They came. Okay, and I spoke. I am like, I speak the normal way. So I was like, okay, sir, ho gaya, sir. So he was trying to engage me in a conversation. मतलब कुछ तो बोलूंगी, मैं बिल्कुल normal बात कर रही हूँ. Then he said, okay, can I get a glass of water? ठीक है, तो just he got hold of my husband, and he's like, I think he hesitated asking me. मैं तो टाइम ही नहीं दिखा रही थी, मेरे को समझ में भी नहीं आ रहा था. But then he got hold of my husband and he is like, sir, क्या बोलते हैं, फेस्टिवल आ रहा है, थोड़ा देर. So when आप क्या कर सकते हैं बोलिए ऐसे सिचुएशन में?
So they at times they catch you at your weakest moment, and they'll come out with such a genuine thing. They will not be able to say no.
I will not able to refuse.
You can't refuse. Like earlier, I remember when we were young, on festival days, especially Holi, Diwali, the postman used to come to your house, and we used to give them some money as a.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, because nobody pays them.
Yeah. But धीरे-धीरे it became a business कि एक की जगह 5 आदमी आने लगे. कि 5 को सबको अलग लगवाए. Said कि एक ही इस एरिया का एक नहीं मैं नहीं आता है. तो that is how these things started happening, and things coming back to us. Now today your BSNL is the worst telecom provider, because again they are not ready to
negligence.
negligence, and if the line goes out, then you will keep on waiting there. Like in the millet where I was posted there, the line got cut, and ultimately we had to surrender the connection, because these days like the most easiest excuse is COVID. Everything the excuse they give the reason as COVID ki usko COVID of the काम बंद हो गया. So these are small things which are happening in our day-to-day life, which like you and me, we are educated, we can do, but we it has to be implemented in the right spirit and right manner.
Right.
That is very, very important. Yeah. Purnima.
I had one experience. I had one experience. In the schools, in this government schools, they are giving the scholarships. Now, some of the children, that boy was not having his father and he wanted the scholarship. So we went to the school and said that we filled the form and everything was done. But still the process was not done. Then afterwards, we directly went to the principal and said, why this is not happening? I mean, why we are not getting the scholarship and all that. तो फिर उन्होंने बताया कि आपका तो फॉर्म भी नहीं फिल हुआ है और हमें मिला ही नहीं है. Then again, we just came out and I just shouted to that person that इतने दिनों से फॉर्म भरा है, what you are doing? I mean, why you are not doing? तो उन्होंने बोला okay, कोई बात नहीं, आप ऊपर का दे देना, मैं फॉर्म भर के भेज दूंगी. मैंने बोला वो पैसे आपको मिलने वाले उसमें से, आप क्यों किसी गरीब का मतलब खाते हो? What you will get in that? If some person is in need, तो आप तो ये तो देखो उसकी कंडीशन क्या है. His father is not there and he's the only son and all that. तो आपको मतलब क्या मिलेगा ये सब करके? But they want the money to pass the scholarship and all that. So these things are happening. So for that I had to fight, and within the second day his scholarship was in the bank. Within the second day. So जब भी मतलब नहीं होता है तो you have to fight. The thing has come over here.
I think we have overshot our time. 6:20. So we'll try and wind up in another next 5 minutes. So as a final thing, let's start from everyone we're starting from one side, where let's all give one suggestion which we can in our own day-to-day life we can implement and we can follow to at least create awareness about these things. Shall we start from Sheila ji?
Yes, sir. So as I told you, in the school it happens, day in and day out. We do this, okay, bringing awareness among the children. That is done, and then even we do the same sessions for parents.
Parents also, yes.
Parents. We include the parents also to bring in that awareness. How they should train their children. To inculcate those values in them. Okay, and more than that, there are also community services we do, or what we do involving our children. Okay, the students go to the surrounding areas where there is some road development awareness can be given, and then maintaining the cleanliness of the
experiential learning,
surroundings, and then personal hygiene. We involve our children to bring in awareness among the community also.
Right.
This can be done.
Thank you. Chakradhar.
I want to add that as Akshay Kumar, that actor says that we should include military training in the schools. So if you include the military training in the schools, people will be more, students and even the teachers will be more disciplined, and that thing will come to our homes also. Like if students are disciplined, so we will also be treating them like we'll not be treating them like a bad child. We'll be treating them like a disciplined child, and we will also have less stress. So that thing should be included. And as Sheila has also said experiential learning is must.
Absolutely.
Students should learn how to cook, how to means they should understand the pain of other people also. The rickshaw puller or the bus driver or the guy who's working on road. They should understand that pain. So that experiential learning should also be there. But then this military training, I'll say that military training should be included in the school syllabus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Radhika.
That is my point. Yeah.
Consider, I would like to say that the gravity of punishment is not appropriate in our country compared to foreign countries. That actually, to quite an extent, provoke people to go further also in doing any wrongdoing. So wherever you can impose, for example, if I am concerned, I can quite have a strong stand as well as my children are concerned, even in school also to my students. So where you can impose, for example, if you have to punish a child for any wrong moral activity, than doing a homework, the gravity should be given more to the character building.
Absolutely.
Rather than studies. ठीक है, वो तो नहीं पढ़ पाया, नहीं homework कर पाया, it's a different thing. But something he's doing wrong, which is not acceptable as per community standards, you should have a stronger stand for that. So that gravity of punishment. So that's what I want to add.
Thank you. Yeah, Arundi.
Okay, I'm totally agree with Radhika ma'am that punishment is important, क्योंकि किसी को punishment ना दें, किसी को सजा ना दिया, उसको फिर से गुनाह करने की इजाजत दे दिया. So punishment is very important up to the level, और ये बहुत ही important है. I'm totally agree with the Radhika ma'am.
Okay, thank
and
you.
I think sir, time is over, so please conclude that.
Pankaj, one last word.
Yeah.
Pankaj, okay. Apurva.
Yes, sir. So, like key takeaways for me is like, I actually thought of one thing because my forte, my niche is parenting. So,
Yeah.
so this can be actually, added. Even I'll brainstorm. We can brainstorm together for this.
Yes.
And that can be added as a part of, what do you say? Part of
Parental
the core.
education. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Purnima. Thank you, Radhika.
Yeah, moral science should be added in this thing.
Syllabus,
so they should know syllabus. Yeah, moral science should be compulsory in the syllabus rather than the other things. This should be compulsory.
Okay. Pankaj, are you there? Okay, I think either is not. So to sum up, taking on.
Sorry, sir, I am busy with my little one.
So, okay, no issue. So you can be on the listening watch. So taking forward from Chakradhar's point, like there was a proposal that if not military training, at least NCC should be made compulsory in schools and colleges.
Right.
And in fact, what suggestion was given by us was that it should be like a subject, especially in schools. And when you are selecting a subject for your 12th,
it's elective,
as a elective, and you get you get marks for it.
C certificate, C certificate.
C certificate is different. NCC as a syllabus in the school and colleges. So there were proposal to have it at the 9th and 10th level, and also at 11th, 12th level also. Similarly, by UGC guidelines also, it was to be implemented in the colleges. So as an elective subject. So so instead of elective, we make it compulsory. NCC training is compulsory in the school. Like you have Scouts and Guides, and you have NSS scheme. NSS is more related to social service activities. Similarly, Scouts and Guides is to bring a sense of adventure to the children, and also it's
camping.
Kind of a disciplined life. So similarly, if we make NCC as a compulsory subject, especially from 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, because these are the more important formative years, wherein whatever you learn, it will remain for life with the children. Because any child younger than that, they will forget, and later on, so the things will not be. So this is the right time to target them. And another point which was brought out by Apurva and Purnima also is education of the parents. Even Sheila ji said, in school when you are talking, interacting with the parents, you also telling them certain things which need to be taken care of, especially in the present environment when everything is online. And you must have seen at times you have to tell the child or even tell the parents separately that there's certain things, because since it is going on, you will find people moving around in the background, and at times they are not unconsciously they are doing certain things which you feel uncomfortable with. So these are things which can be taken care of. And also punishment is a very, very important point, as Arun ji brought out. If you remember recently, related to COVID, when the cases were increasing in Delhi, and the government said ki if you find a person not wearing a mask, we'll charge you, we'll fine you with 1,500 rupees. So what happened is it was given as an instruction so that people follow the rules and regulation. But our system was said, the other parties started coming out with counter arguments ki they want to make money because of COVID. Whereas in every place, in order to ensure that people follow rules and regulations, especially now with the pandemic going on, if you do not wear a mask, if you are going out, you are putting yourself at a risk and also others. Similarly, if you have